This week, let's talk about the Feel the Burn Trail Race hosted by Texas Outlaw Running. Hello, fellow geeks, and welcome back to Running Geek Girl. My name is Heather, and I am glad you are here today. This weekend, I took on a super muddy, super wet trail race, the Feel the Burn Trail Race, hosted by Texas Outlaw Running. Link to their website down in the description. This is a race that takes place in North Little Rock at Burns Park. If you're not familiar with the North Little Rock area, Burns Park is a huge complex that has playgrounds, pavilion areas, pickleball courts, tennis courts, baseball fields, rugby fields, soccer fields, and it has an equestrian trail. So this is where the race was actually held. So this is a trail that is typically used by horses. In the past year, they had to cancel the race, and that is because there was extensive damage due to the tornadoes that Arkansas had last spring, and it was just really hard to get those trails cleaned up in enough time in order to do this race. And so the 2023 race was scheduled for this race, and they also opened it up to anyone else who wanted to join the 2023 runners. There is a 10K, a 30K, and a 50K option, as each loop is 10K. So you could run 1, 3, or 5 loops. There is an aid station at the start and finish line, as well as a couple of water-only drops along the course itself. This year, the race happened on June 1st of 2024. I decided that this is one I've been looking at for a little bit and decided to just go ahead, jump in, take the plunge. But the evening before, there happened to be a massive thunderstorm that came through the same areas. And so due to that, there was a tree that fell down on the course that we had to work our way around every time we came through. And of course, lots and lots and lots of mud, which you will see in the video. The race was going to happen, rain or shine. And so we turned up at the start line, ready to get dirty. Let's take a look at how the day went. Good morning. We are here at Burns Park in Little Rock at the Equestrian Trail. This is a new section of the park to me. I have not been out this way. The fun part is that it has been raining nonstop for about the past 24 hours or so. So that means the 2 creek crossings that are supposed to be on here are going to be interesting, and we are in for a ton of mud. We just deal with what we're given. So I have picked up my bib. They also gave us some salt shoes, so we've got that, and then the race shirt, which is super duper soft. So I came prepared. I've got, of course, my electrolytes and my water, and brought extra electrolytes. I've got snacks. There are going to be aid stations about every 1.5 to 2 miles. So we're good there. I brought extra shoes and socks to change out of for the drive home, and a towel. So hopefully we're prepared for this. I've got plenty of training in. This will be probably the longest run that I've done in a while. So I'm hoping I get through it. I have been in pretty good half marathon shape. It's just a matter of pushing through that last 10K. So we'll see what happens, and I don't know. The plan so far is to take the first loop nice and slow and get the lay of the land so I can see exactly where like all the hills are, where the problem spots are going to be. Then second is just going to be getting through it. Third loop is where we'll make a push. So that's my plan so far. I've got plenty of anti-chafe on. I've got my sunscreen on. Now it's just a matter of meeting for pre-race briefing, trip to the porta potty, and we'll get going.
A couple things before we start. The course is marked by orange wagons, orange signs, and orange eyes throughout the 2K. So, sit there and say 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go! Good luck, y'all.
Okay, that's lap 1 done in an hour 45, so a little bit slower than I thought it'd be, but still, I'm gonna try and keep that pace up at least. And if not, who cares? I'm just out here to finish. I've learned that mile 1 and 2, very rocky. Mile 3 kind of goes up and down. Mile 4 is a little bit confusing if you're not watching the trail. Mile 5 has a creek crossing, and miles 5 and 6 have super deep mud. So that's what I've learned. Well, let's put it into practice.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no control in me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't.
Okay, we're about halfway through the race. Right hamstring is tight. No big surprise. It's always tight. Lower back, a little bit sore. And I keep slowing down because I'm slipping all over this mud. I'm so worried about like twisting an ankle, so I'm trying to watch myself really close. I've had one porta potty stop. Thankfully the trail kind of loops back towards the start line about 2 miles in, so I was able to cut off the track, get into the porta potty, and then cut back onto the course. So I don't know what I was thinking doing this. I am tired and sweaty. It is super humid. That's enough complaining for now. We're just going to enjoy being outside, and we're gonna push through.
Me, blood so violently, thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back.
All right, that's 2 loops down in 3 hours 32 minutes. So, not doing too bad, keeping a pretty good pace, and just had some tailwind, a couple of pickles, some maple syrup. We're ready to go. Let's do one more.
Let's go. Yeah. I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that?
I've got less than 2 miles to go. I'm on the super muddy part of the course now. I've already heard a couple of 50Kers talk about dropping down to 30K just because of the mud, the humidity. It's a beast out here. But I am muddy from the knees down. My back is hurting. Woo! I am sliding everywhere. And I could not be happier to be out here. Okay, last time I'm gonna have to wade through here. Let's go. Ooh.
To the top, I'll get it. I got one life, I'ma do all to win it. I do what's right, push until I fall. I'm slipping to get back up. Always stand tall, I'm grinning. I got cuts real deep in, bruises scarred. I had to learn how to think with my head and my heart. I've been chewed up, spit out, torn apart. But picking up all the pieces is a form of art.
I'm never gonna look back, cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, cause that's what it takes.
All right, got the medal. Time to change shoes, head home, and then we will talk more about how it went once I get all cleaned up. I'll see you then. And so here we are. So let's talk a little bit about the race. First of all, let's talk about the course. I think that the changes that they made to the course in order to accommodate all the changes that came because of the tornado totally worked. They had the course incredibly marked. There were signs and flags everywhere, so you knew exactly where you were going. Worked totally well. Also, the whole atmosphere of the race, it was fun, it was laid back, it was just fantastic. Everybody was having fun. There were a lot of people that came in from other states just to do this run, so totally worth it. As far as how the race itself was run, incredibly done. The race director was very much involved from start to finish, even talking to people at the finish line about their experience, how things went. He wanted to get feedback right then as to how they felt about the entire thing. And it was just a very fun, relaxed atmosphere. As far as the course support, there were, of course, those water drops. They were very well maintained. I was very happy to have them. As it turns out, I ran out of water before I ran out of my electrolytes. So I was able to refill on the fly, and that was great. The main aid station that they had at the start-finish line was very well stocked. They had all sorts of chips and cookies, pickles. They had salt tablets, lots of different things to drink. They had huge coolers of Tailwind, Gatorade, and water. So I definitely stopped and had a bunch of Tailwind every time I came through. Worked out really well for me. So I ended up being sufficiently fueled and hydrated through the entire thing. Even with all of the fuel that I brought with me, I was able to use theirs as well and came out the other end feeling really great. As far as my personal experiences with the race, I felt that this was just enough of a challenge. This was the right amount of challenge that I needed this time of year. I thought that I had experienced running in the mud when I did the Ouachita Trail 50K, as there were some muddy sections, but it was absolutely nothing like this. And I came through it just fine. I think the physical therapy that I have been doing has been really, really helpful, as I did have some angry quads at the end of the race. However, it was nothing like I have experienced before in trail races. And so I really think that as far as what I'm doing in preparing for races, it's really, really helping. And I'm looking forward to doing a race like this again sometime very soon. As I mentioned earlier in the video, there were a lot of challenges going into this race. It was very humid, it was very muddy, it was very wet. There were a lot of people really struggling out there, but were fighting their way through. Absolutely inspiring to watch. So definitely loved seeing that. Now let's talk about the swag that you get at the race. We were given some salt sticks in lots of different flavors. The representative from Salt Stick flew down from Ohio just for this race to give everybody as many salt sticks as they wanted. They were all over the place, and so every time anyone checked in, they were given packets of salt sticks to take home. Next up, we have the shirt. Yes, I felt the burn. at Feel the Burn Trail Runs. Super duper soft shirt. So this is definitely going to get a lot of wear. It is super comfy. They are all unisex sizes, so you don't have to worry about whether or not it's going to fit weird or something like that. And as you saw earlier in the video, there was also some other merch that you could get if you were interested. You also had the option of signing up for stickers and hats when you registered as well. I just opted for the shirt. And finally, you have the medal itself. This is a wooden medal that has, you can see 2023. They said if you really had a problem with it saying 2023, they'd be glad to mark off the 2023 and make it a 2024 with a Sharpie, but I thought this was interesting enough to keep it as 2023. You have the sublimated ribbon here that has the name of the race on it. And on the back, there's a spot where you can write what distance you ran, what place you came in, and the time. And just in case you were wondering about my final time, I was aiming for under 5:30. My absolute stretch goal was under 5 hours, but I figured with the rain and the mud that it was going to slow me down quite a bit, and it in fact did. But I did beat my 5:30 goal, and I came in at 5 hours 27 minutes. So I would love to hit that under 5 goal sometime, so maybe we can make that happen next year. For the most part, I was just out there to be able to experience it, to finish, and I had an incredible experience. So overall, would I recommend this race? Absolutely. They try to keep it small and contained, so you do want to get in while you can. They opened up some extra spaces this year, but there were roughly 25 people per distance that were running. It was just a wonderful atmosphere. It was a beautiful place to run. It was incredibly well run. The course was well marked. So yes, I would absolutely recommend this to someone if you are looking to do a trail race. Again, the hills are there. They are not crazy, but you do have to be prepared for them. It's not an impossible course for anyone who wants to try this. And so I would definitely recommend this to anyone looking for a good summer trail race in Arkansas. So there you go. That is my experience at Feel the Burn Trail Runs 2024. What trail races have you run recently that I should know about? Because I would love to run some more. Let me know about them down in the comments below. Or let me know if this is one that you would consider running yourself. While you're down there in those comments, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Just click that button. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it keeps you up to date on all the running content I have coming out all the time. You can also follow me on social media. All the links are down in the description. You can find me across all platforms under the name Running Geek Girl. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm so glad you could be here. Remember to laugh hard, run fast, and be kind. I will see you later.